game monsters and 303 crew. When time you come out, them ball out a who. Some of them make them know say are you.
Well, most more than Lisa, you have them under pressure. You want them with your kin on. You come here, pick up one muggle in the knock. Running at the big mouth. Burn down the gal, Mona Lisa, you are we know.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Boy, there's one song coming to my mind with that, you know. Hands up. Anyway, those of you who know this song know exactly what I'm talking about. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Roleza. We're going to pay more for license in a short while.
Oh, we are? Or is it speculation?
Well,
it's speculation. We would see what happens, right? That is the assumption that's being made. But anyhow, morning, everybody. Hope that you are doing fine. It is Tuesday morning and Maka coming up Friday morning energy. I don't know what's going on with Maka. I don't know if Maka realize today's only Tuesday, right? Coming with a whole Friday morning energy, but it's fine. Some of us need to wake up.
It's just to put people in the mood, man.
Yeah.
And driving to work.
And the best way to do it for me is old school dancehall. You just say dub? You use the word dub?
Dancehall.
But you don't ever use the word dub?
No, dancehall. We say old school dancehall.
I know a friend of mine. I used to use the word dub I've used it for a long time. And she's like, Roleza, you're giving away your age. Nobody says dub anymore. It's dancehall.
Yes, it's dancehall.
But dub is a genre.
Dub is a old school kind of, you know.
We grew up calling it dub, but now it's transformed to dancehall.
It makes it sound like you're very old.
I've been on this earth for a while, you know. Praises be to Jah, okay? All right. So good morning, everybody. So what's up?
Good morning. So yesterday was all the talk about the PM resident.
Yeah.
You know how it was kept and all that. So yesterday the PM have on his radio program. He was responding to
the PM.
Correction. The former PM. I don't know why I keep calling him PM. Former PM.
It would take. I still think that persons have to get used to it, so you could be forgiven. All right.
So he responded back to what Percy was saying in terms of the residents. So we're gonna play you a clipping of what the former Prime Minister responded yesterday.
The $600,000. They say, Ralph, leave it. Lie. No, let me come to the house. I said at the beginning that if somebody has been living in a house for a long time, I've been living in it for 20-something years, and when I left it, the night before the election, I moved out of the house as I normally do on the night before the election. Everything that I have, I move it. Occasionally, you forget one or two things, but by and large, you move everything that you have. The house was livable. I was living in it. I also said that you needed some repairs. Never in my wildest imagination that I think that they're talking about repairs for $1.5 million. I would never have countenanced that. And I want to talk to the hypocrisy of the NDP on these matters. And I hear they're putting up a lot of photographs showing this and that. For instance, I hear they put up one with the old pool house. When I arrived at the residence, I moved in March 28, 2004. And I will come to what happened between 2001 and 2004. I hear a lot of people talking. If they don't know, they must ask Ralph. Well, on him to tell them, ask Ralph. No. There was a small pool which had been in disuse. Call it a lap pool or whatever. Not any big pool the size of the one out at which was out at Shrewsbury House. which has been enlarged since I'm told, with people with the swimming federation, the swimming association. And there was a broken down pool house. When I came to office and they said they want to renovate that part, I said, no, I'm not interested in any pool. And that was parked aside. Never was touched. I remember being asked in the House, in the Parliament, because the NDP was talking about it, that I build a swimming pool. I said, I'm not building a swimming pool. I'm not interested in a swimming pool at the residence. As I said, there was hitherto a small lap pool, but which had been in disuse, and the small pool house had already been dilapidated. I wasn't.
All right, so that was a clip from the leader of the opposition. This was yesterday from
yesterday.
program.
Yep.
All right, so
this was yesterday. So asking persons what their thoughts on it. You see, the former prime minister is not a flashy guy. Roleza, he don't want any pool.
Yeah, well, the pool is the least of it, though. Okay, so I wasn't on social media very much yesterday. But apart from the other pictures, the pictures that surfaced, Friday into the weekend, were other pictures circulating?
No, I haven't seen any pictures of it.
All right, because for me, so a pool is a cosmetic thing, right? That is neither here nor there for me. I suppose what it is that I am more concerned about is the structure itself, the actual building itself. How intact is it, right? In terms of the electricals that Prime Minister Friday spoke about, that needs reworking or it needs redoing. That is what I would be concerned about.
The former Prime Minister mentioned the government did some work when he now move in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, before he move in, he said he do some work in the yard, the driveway, and I think the security details were not living on the compound as yet.
Mm-hmm.
He was living at the Montrose station.
Okay.
So he did some work before.
All right. I don't know. I still think that
let me just read it. Somebody said on here, right? I agree that the residents should be cleaned up to a high standard to host our leaders, but to rewire a 3-bedroom house for $500,000 is a bit much, eh? To change the roof for a 3-bedroom house for $500,000 is almost a bit much. Yes, we are locked in a discussion about how clean or how dirty a commercial gas stove looks. Let's question the cost of these items. 1.5 million can rebuild at least 12 homes for persons in the Southern Grenadines.
All right. How do I approach this? So yes, maybe the residence is 3 bedrooms. That's the thing. I don't know, right? Mm-hmm. But okay, so I'm going based on what this person's saying. It's a 3-bedroom, but it's not a simple 3-bedroom like mine and your 3-bedroom house,
yes,
right? It's a 3-bedroom that has more places or more additions to it than just the 3 rooms, right? There is the general area in terms of where dignitaries are met, right? There is extended kitchen quarters. The kitchen is not going to be the same like ours, right? There are living quarters for the security officers. On top of that, we also have to look at the fact that this is a very old structure, right? So trying to simplify it and say it's just a 3-bedroom property, to me it is downplaying the fact that it's not a 3-bedroom house that you and I would be living in or you and I would live in, right? So again, it is kind of difficult to speak on this because until I could get from an authoritative source exactly what is wrong, showing what is wrong, why is it that the 1.5, I realize that this person quoted 2.2, I think, million, but anyhow,
2.2.
Until I can get a justification and understanding of why it is that all of these works need to be done, then it's difficult for me to comment on it. All right?
Son, all right, let me take this call and hear what this person got to say. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hi, Maka. Good morning. Hi,
Morning.
Roleza. Good
Morning.
morning. Yeah, I just want to comment a little on that. Yes, I would say it will need repairing because way back when, I remember many years ago, I did dinner there when I was working at a sorting place at Annisville there. We had the opportunity to provide the dinner, the meals and everything that was asked for there. And that was many years ago. So I would say, yes, it will need some repair. Work being done there. But really, say 1 point something million we're speaking about here, you know.
Yeah, I know it's 1.5, but you see, this is what I'm saying, Mary. What all is involved in the works?
Yeah, I understand. But really, said that is like building. They didn't say to build over, you know.
Repair.
But
Some say bring down the structure and rebuild. I will put my hands up, yes. But to repair, that a little Buckingham Palace there.
But you know that sometimes repair works actually takes more than doing the work from scratch.
Yes, I understand, but no, it's 1 million we're speaking about here. 1.4 million dollars, you know. Roleza, listen to me, right? Why I am living here. There's a lot of people around in this area here that came from the Grenadines that need to go back into home and not even sure what is happening with them, right? Because I'm listening to, and I'm telling you, it is not nice. Where I'm living here, it's 10 person in a one bedroom house here, you know. One
From
bedroom.
the Grenadines.
Yeah.
And right. So you see, Mary, I think this is exactly what the argument for me, it really is more, right? I am not a person engaged in providing a skill or a trade. I am not an electrician. I am not an engineer. I'm not any of those things, right? So while it is that maybe the price might be too much, I don't know. I really can't comment on it. But I think what it is, the greater question might be at this time is the repair work on the Prime Minister's residence needed at this time when there this money could be used for other things? To me, I think that is what the greater discussion is.
And the thing about it too, Roleza, listen this, right? While they're talking about $1.4 million there, right? Just look at this here. $15,000 a month for where he is living right now, you know.
Right.
15,000 by 12. You see how much money you get in there? I calculated yesterday.
Yeah.
And 5 years, I did it by 5 years. 15 by 5 years. Oh my God, no.
Right. So that is it. So would you or persons prefer for the 1.5 or maybe even less to be spent on fixing up the accommodations to make it, well, I mean, former Prime Minister was saying is that it's habitable, right? Is it a case where Friday himself cannot move into it? It's not what to his liking, to his standard, or he thinks that, I think one of the news reports said it could be a fire hazard. Is it that we are going to, now I don't like see money bad spend, right? And that money that being paid for the rent right about now, I would not want for that money to be spent in that way. But if the alternative is fixing up the residence at the 1.5 or even less to make him at least be able to live comfortably, is that what we want? Or is the greater discussion, don't do anything, live in it as best as you can, and take this 1.5 to help those who have been displaced from burial?
Okay, listen to me, right? Even if 5 years, you would not get 1.4 million for the 5 years, right? Just say that, right? For the 15,000 a month, you would not get 1.4 million. For me, do the repair. Do the repairs that they move in and come out from where he is right now. And I don't think it will cost 1.4 million to do the repair because I don't know. I really don't know because really things are getting expensive. But I don't think 1.4 million will do that work. Okay?
Yeah.
So the best thing is do the repair. Because he will need somewhere. I am not being biased or anything. Yes, he will need somewhere. And he will need it done in the way in which he would like it to be. But then he have to remember, before they get there, they was ramping and raving about, oh, nothing being done for the poor and the needy, nothing being done for the people in the grenadine, nothing being done for the people here from burial of volcanic eruptions and all of this. Remember that? No, that was their plea. And that was what they were crying about. So now you get there. What you're trying to tell us? You forget about that? Because what? They're the people who elect you there, the people who put you there, remember them as well. And a lot of them will come on the radio and be biased because here, had it been not Gonzalez put up that 1.4 million, the whole of St. Vincent would have been upload this morning, right through till next year.
And I do agree with that, Pat. I do agree with that.
But let me tell you, biasness.
Mary, you have half a minute, yeah?
For your line, but you have a great one.
All right, you too.
All right.
All right, and just to note that if we have to do the calculations, the 15,000 by 12 months for the 5 years is $900,000, which ain't too far from $1 million. Now we just say at least $1 million. All right.
Okay.
So
so you see.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, the former prime minister say is the resident is livable. So. He says livable.
Now we do traffic talk because we have to go. All right, let's go ahead and we will continue the discussion a little bit later.
Nothing else sounds as good